Alright, hi everyone! It's summer, it's a nice warm July, I smell like an armpit, and you know what that means. Time to play some Splatoon 2! None of this test fire stuff, this is the real thing. So, first off, am I a boy or a girl? Well, I'm one of the weirdos that actually chooses their actual gender, so I'm gonna go with a boy and go with my standard yellow eyes and my new fancy side swipe haircut. They've even added some customizations for our pants now, and I can go with like the old biker shorts, my pants, or my hiked up jogging pants, and that's what I go with, so cool. And we're in. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. Coincidentally, it's been I think 2 years since Splatoon 1 came out, and I've been watching all the Nintendo Directs and whatnot for this game, and first we're going to go through a little tutorial. So, you think you're too cool for school? Oh god, it's too fast. So you look a little green though. Let's start. Alright, so I'm going to tilt my controller and aim at the balloon. Alright, this is just going to bring me through the basics of that, so I'm going to just keep going. So yeah, this has been teased for a long time, and Nintendo's been putting a lot of marketing into it, and I'm falling for it all hook, line, and sinker because I was a huge fan of the first game. Once again, the first game I bought on a casual whim, thinking I'd only play a little bit, but I ended up playing so much of it, so excited to get going with the second one on the Nintendo Switch, full 1080p, and yeah. I've already been playing this on another profile just to get warmed up and have fun with some friends, but yeah, so I'm already kind of well versed in this. Honestly, playing on that other profile has distracted me from doing videos and whatnot, so it's yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So if you're new to Splatoon, you're probably watching all these prompts on screen showing me how to squid properly. One of the things I like best about this game is that the mobility of being a squid is pretty wicked, lets me hide and refill at the same time. It's not like other shooters where you have to like hit a button or hide behind some boxes to reload. This time you just like squid around and you gain ink. We'll go into the different modes later on. Let's just do what they're telling me to first. And yeah, the mobility of being a squid is pretty wicked. Like, I can climb up walls and whatnot, and makes for a lot of sneaky tactics. You can sneak up a wall when an enemy is coming nearby and just like ambush them as soon as they're around the corner. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So anyways, there's the tutorial level done. Now we're blasting off to Inkopolis Square. And here we go. They've put a lot of polish to what was a bit of a pain in the first game. And they've even updated our little hub here. So this is a little town center, a city center, which has shops for weapons, gear. There's a mini arcade. And yeah, let's just let the game speak for itself here for a second. Your plaza is always going to be filled with the random squid kids. Y'all know what time it is? We saw the hook, coming at you live from Inkopolis Square. Why is our producer freaking out? Read the teleprompter, Marina. Well, let's see here. This just in, the great Zapfish has disappeared? Wait, for reals? I feel like I've heard the story somewhere before. There's more. Super pop star Callie of the Squid Sisters has gone missing. No, not Callie. This is terrible. Do something, Marina. Okay, I'll put together a search party. Whatever, I'm sure they'll turn up at some point. In other news. But shouldn't we form a search party or something? And that's all we've got. That's all the time we've got. Until next time. Don't get cooked, stay off the hook. So that is our new duo, Pearl and Marina. Pearl looks like a bit of a gremlin. I'm kind of bullying her, but, you know, it's all in good fun. She's adorable in her own way. Anyways, welcome to Inkopolis Square, the new nerve center of Inkling culture. That's Deca Tower. There in front of you, one of the tallest buildings in all of Inkopolis. There's a lobby on the first floor of the Deca Tower for online battles. Over here we've got the Galleria. The Galleria, Incomplice's most popular shopping center. Here you can buy the freshest gear and weapons to use in battle. But the shops are pretty expensive, and they won't serve you if not fresh enough. Kids? Fresh enough? That's what you're using now. What else? Oh, that creepy shop back there. Rumor has it they're hiring for some sketchy job. Might want to think twice before you apply there, unless you really need dough. And that brings us to the Shoal, the coolest hangout spot in all of Inkopolis. That's where Inklings go to meet up with nearby friends or for both competitive and cooperative play. And next we have... Who's that mysterious squid back there? It almost looks like... No, she'd never hang out in a place like this. And those clothes, yeah, must be someone else. Anyway, you should check out the lobby of Deca Tower. That's where you can get your splat on. Okay. So, once again, if you're unfamiliar with this game, it's going to be a good portion of it online. And these are our hosts. They revealed these during the E3, I guess, preview of Splatoon 2. And they're the new pop idol group that is also a set of hosts that introduce stages and, in this case, a Splatfest. Ding, 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 we've got a Splatfest coming up real quick. Splatfests always get my ink pumping. I've got to get my gear ready. Yo, Marina, what's the Splatfest theme this time? I'm too nervous to look. You do it. Fine, the Splatfest theme is... What? What is it, Pearly? What's the theme? Tell me. Okay, here it comes. The Splatfest theme is... It's the glorious union of eggs and oil, mayonnaise. Versus the red stuff that runs through my veins, ketchup. Push, ketchup is boring. It's like the Sheldon of condiments. Boring, at least ketchup has flavor. Mayonnaise is just tasteless lard. Even when it's cold from the fridge, it still somehow feels warm in your mouth. It's disgusting, that disgusting mouthfeel. I'd rather lick Krusty Sean's grease trap. That sounds like an innuendo. Well, okay, we get it. You don't like mayo. But at least mayo is true to itself. Ketchup is just wannabe jam. Sorry, what? You basically just take some fruit and mix it with sugar. Boom, jam. It's not jam. It's tomato jam. Tomatoes are fruit, Marina. I mean, well, technically, yeah. But not really. What do you think? Head over to the Splatfest terminal and pick a side. Check it out. Here's our current regular battle stages. Alright. I'm going to skip through all this. Thankfully, they've cut down on the dialogue for all this stuff. So they're going to introduce a bunch of the stages that are available right now. And these go through 4-hour rotations. So they change every 4 hours. And that's what it's available for the different battle modes. So... Once again, if you've watched Splatoon 1 playthroughs or whatever, you know all this, but this is for the new people. Alright. Until next time, don't get cooked, stay off the hook. Oh, they're adorable. Alright, so, as of right now, I can't go to these shops because I'm not quote-unquote fresh enough, and I can do turf battles, or I can go to first player, so... these videos are going to be split up into, regular turf battles, one-player mode, and of course the wonderful salmon run, which is probably my most favorite mode thus far. There's a whole bunch of different game modes available, but for now, we're going to start off with the one-player campaign. So, in we go. Clear blue skies. Nothing like going into some sewers for some... good adventures, right? Am I right? The Octarians. Hey, you showed up. As I saw you aimlessly wandering around the square, I knew you were the one. I'm Marie. You're probably a bit starstruck, but you need to get over it. Yes, I'm that Marie, from the Squid Sisters. Awkward silence. You've never heard of me? For eel? Well, you obviously sound very, very cultured, but you'll have to do. See, I've got a little thing I need some help with. By now you've heard of the great Zapfish. That Powers Inkopolis Square is missing. Well, it's not just missing, it's been squidnapped by the OctoCanyon menace. How do I know this? On the surface, I may look like an absurdly talented pop star. But to be truth, I'm Agent 2 of the new Squid Bleak Splatoon. A secret society of heroes who save the world from Octarians. Now, I've been trying to keep an eye on the Octarians in my downtime, but I'm a busy girl. If only Callie was around to lend a hand. I need you to get the great Zapfish back from the slimy Octarians. What do you say, are you in? So... I'll take your awkward silence as a yes. Welcome aboard, you're now Agent 4 of the new Squid Bleak Splatoon. Even bought you a brand new hero suit as a signing bonus, and changed your clothes awkwardly. Now look at that, fits like a glove. Not bad for a hand-me-down. Now let's tear those Octarians limb from limb from limb from limb from limb from... you get the picture. Oh yeah, the entrances to the Octarian realm, are invisible, so you'll have to ink them to reveal them. If you see anything weird looking, blast it with ink. Inking before thinking, I always say. So this is the one-player campaign of Splatoon, and it's going to teach you a lot of the basics of Splatoon in general. And you're brought to this little overworld, and you can just like squid around, and you got to find out where your little entrances are. So I'm going to... Last time I tried to go in numerical order, which turned out to just be more trouble than it's worth. So I'm just going to go to whichever ones I find first. So in we go. I know there's one right up here, so... Is there? I might be wrong. Nope, there's just some Sardinium. That stuff lets me upgrade... oh wait, there's one right around here, isn't there? There it is. That stuff lets me upgrade the weapons I have in one-player mode, so... Alright, return the Octarians, rescue the Zapfish. Okay. So, Marie's gonna go over a bunch of the basics, so I'm mostly gonna ignore her text for now and just try and get through this. So, yeah, in this mode I'm just trying to get through and rescue our previous pop star from the first game, Callie, and also the great Zapfish, which powers all of, Inkopolis. So, oh, come on now. Oh, I missed some boxes. So I'm going to be trying to collect a bunch of eggs down here to power up my weapons and also try and not die. They changed a bunch of the mechanics for the first player mode in Splatoon 1, and one of my favorites is the fact that you can use different weapons when you're going through. Obviously I don't have any other ones right now, but they'll be introduced later on. And they've also just cleaned up a few things, like, you know, if you get splatted, like take too many hits and die, so they say, you have like a rechargeable armor thing, kind of like Halo. If your shield gets busted, you just like sit tight for a bit and recover. So I should just shot this thing from the get-go. But yeah, I need currencies such as that Sardinium I found earlier and these little tiny eggs in order to upgrade my weapons, which I desperately want to do because this gun fires extraordinarily slow and it drives me a little crazy. So that'll come in due time. But yeah. What else can I say about this? So I honestly haven't actually gone through and found what I'm looking for. There's also a sunken sea scroll in this, which adds the lore background information to the game. They don't present a lot of the like lore otherwise in terms of like what squid kids are in the game. You have to find these sunken sea scrolls to get all that kind of info. So I'm going to be trying to find all those as I go, but they're hidden pretty well usually. Sometimes they're hidden like just behind you at spawn, or usually you just have to like look backwards at the right time to find it. So I didn't do my research beforehand to find out where they are. I just wanted to get playing because, as you saw on Inkopolis News, there's a Splatfest coming up, which is going to determine which of the two condiments is king, ketchup versus mayo. And I'm still honestly super torn on this one because, not that I'm particularly passionate about my condiments, but it's one of those things, if I have to choose a side, it's a little difficult. But yeah, that's was announced earlier this week, and I hadn't recorded anything, so I'm just gonna get some of this out of the way. So, ambush this guy. Can't wait till I upgrade this gun a little bit, just so I can get a better fire rate. So yeah. I'm going to be shooting an awful lot of crates, just because that's one of the best ways to just get eggs, is to... Oh god. Just gather them as I go. I might be... I don't want to like get everything in so that it costs me like an hour to get through an entire stage, but it does add up, and I think most upgrades require like 1,000. So this is one case where I could just go straight for that launch pad, but there's also some sardinium right there, and just checking around that ledge. Nothing there, so I'm just gonna go to this launch pad and get going. And I'm also pretty weirded out that they have like, oh god, I missed it, no! They also have those, like, calamari rings. Those also give you a few eggs, but, I don't know. It just seems weird that, in a game about being a squid kid, you're also, I think yeah, it's down there. You're also jumping through hoops of literal, like, other squid creatures, deep fried and delicious good, batter and egg, what stuff. So, I think I see it down there. I think I can get the other way, but I'm just gonna risk it. There we go. There we go. There's the Sunken Sea Scroll. Perfect. Got my lore for the day. My vitamin lore. Yeah. So, these first few stages are going to be ridiculously easy, but as we go on, they're going to introduce more mechanics as we get more accustomed to the game. So, if you're concerned about the difficulty level, it will ramp up, and my favorite is actually a lot of the boss fights. Those are, get pretty intense. But, alas, I probably shouldn't spoil too much. One thing I do like that they added was those guys, those Octarians with the shields, they used to not be, like, gettable. You used to not be able to, like, bust those. Now I'm going to use this special here and try and get as many as I can. Probably should have gone for the ones beneath, but... So, one of the big differences between Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 is just the fact that one was on the Switch, or this one's on the Switch, and the other one was on the Wii U game, or the Wii U, which had the gamepad. The Wii U gamepad was like gave us our little mini maps and all that stuff, and we used to be able to do a bunch of these specials by tapping on the gamepad. They've switched out all the specials in this game to not require the gamepad, and I can always hit, in Turf Wars anyways, multiplayer maps, I can hit a button to open up the map from there. It's a little clunky as of right now, but it is what it is. Alright, so, once again, trying to get all these things for the precious eggs inside. Nice tasty babies. And this is the goal of every stage, is to get this little zapfish. It's not the great zapfish that we're going for in the overarching plot, but it is a little tiny one that is also adorable in a weird kind of ugly way. Anywho, that's going to be my first intro to Splatoon. Oh, actually, this thing first. A shockwave struck when one young lady was performing at a recent youth folk singing contest, doing damage to the venue. Unfortunately, no one was injured. So, once again, that is, I'm sure, a little pearl from the intro. We're going to get hints and whatnot about her and her co-star Marina from these little things that we find throughout the stages. And that's the only place we're really going to get that, aside from, like, looking online. So, anywho, that's the intro to Splatoon 1. Hope you join me on this magical journey of being a squid kid. There's going to be a mixture of plot stuff like this, and also just me messing around online. I'll see if I can rope some of my friends in later on for a bit more group commentary, but yeah. For now, I will sign off this video and see you in the next video. Bye, friends!